Hi, everybody. Welcome again to this episode. And this is a special episode. Of course, it's been a while you guys saw me alone, right? I've been bringing a lot of guests. I've brought in people like Pakuma, Ladi, Shewadiola, a lot of guys in Sweden, a lot of big guys, right? And I know you've learned a lot from them. You've learned a lot from them, right? Cool. And here I was thinking about it, a lot of things. I'm having some thoughts today. And I felt like, most of the time I just write on my WhatsApp, I write on my Twitter accounts. And you guys are listening to my podcast, I'm missing on those things. So something came to my mind like, I'll start recording these things. I'll start putting my videos on and recording some special episodes whereby I'll just speak to you and you learn from whatever I want to say. Also, you put in those comments. I enjoy those comments. Please always comment whatever you think about an episode. If you have a question about any episode, what I said in an episode, please put it in the comments. Also, keep sharing with your friends, keep liking. Those are the things that get me going, right? When I say that you are sharing the episode with your friends, it means you find it helpful. It means that what I spoke about is actually very important because that is the goal of this podcast, is to help us grow. I said us because I myself, I'm learning from this podcast. It's just what I'm going through in my life that I come here to discuss with my guests, ask some questions and they reply. Is that also? So let's get into it. What are we discussing today? It's what I called second order thinking. The power of second order thinking. You know, the default of human being is first order thinking. We act on impulse, we think about now. So what is second order thinking? Second order thinking is when you think about second order consequence before making any action. And now, what's the second order consequence? Second order consequence is what happens after the first consequence. So let's say there's something I want to do right now, and if I take that action, there will be a reaction. For every action, there's a reaction. But after the first reaction, there will be another reaction. So that second reaction is what we're actually talking about. And it's not going to stop at just the second reaction. It's going to go to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, to the seventh. It means that we just go beyond the first thing that happens when we take action. First order thinking is impulsive. First order thinking is thinks about now. First order thinking only think about the present. Second order thinking thinks about the future. Okay, I'll be giving you some examples. One of the examples is if sales is low, what will the first order thinker do? The first order thinker will say, hey, let's give out 50% slash, 50% off, 50% discount, and sales will come. But what would the second order thinker does? You say, let's check our processes, let's check our funnel, let's check our customer feedback. Are our customers saying something? Maybe they are telling us something. Maybe our product is not good enough. Can we just fix that and our sales will come back? You know that if you slash our price by 50%, our profit margin will shrink. And if our profit margin shrink, we might not have enough money to run this business anymore. Second order thinking. A second order thinker will think, after slashing the price, he's going to ask this question, and then what? Okay, you say sales will come. He's going to ask you again, and then what? Sales will come. What will happen after the sales? Our profit margin will reduce. The money in the organization will reduce, and also all this kind of thing. There's a traffic on Third Mainland Bridge. What will a first order thinker do? You say, let me leave tomorrow. I will leave home early tomorrow because there's traffic today. A second order thinker will be like, I've been facing this traffic for consistently now. Can I change my route? Yes. Because a first order thinker will be like, what if you leave early tomorrow and then what? And you meet the traffic there. What will happen? What's the next thing? But a second order thinker will be like, okay, I will leave early tomorrow. If I meet the traffic there, then I'll find another route. Then I'll do this. Then I'll do this. Then I'll do this. They think ahead. They think about the next reaction after that reaction, after that reaction. They think ahead. Let's say you are broke, you don't have money. What will the first order thinker do? He will think about, let me borrow money. Let me call my friend. Let me borrow money and just, my birthday is coming and I don't have money. What will I do now? Let me put up a birthday wish list and put it on Twitter. Maybe I will just see a good Samaritan that will gift me. First order thinking. A second order thinker we think about it that, and then what? All right, I come up with a birthday wish list and I put it on Twitter. What will happen? Okay, people will start gifting me money. And then what? What will happen? I'll still be broke. After spending the money, I'll still be broke. I'll still go broke. A second in order thinker always asks this question, and then what? If this happen, and then what? If that happen, and then what? Is this happen, and then what? They think about it up to the last point before they even take the action at all. A business is not growing. You are having issues with your relationship. Many people, I've seen guys, let me give you this example. I've seen guys, right? Guys will be struggling. Their girlfriend will get them angry. Maybe whatever it is that's happened, your girlfriend is angry with you, or your girlfriend did something that you're angry about. Now the girlfriend will be like, sorry, my boyfriend, sorry, my husband, and this and that. Then the male ego will set in. They'll be doing like this. The ego will set in. They'll be like, no, I won't forgive you. I won't do this. Then the girl will just be like, I'm tired of begging you. I'm going to beg you again. I'm going. I'm leaving the relationship. And then that will be the end of the relationship. Why? It's because the man did not, it's not a second order thinker. He didn't go ahead and think, okay, if I say no to this apology and she did not call me for the next 2 days, I'm going to call her and say I've accepted the apology, even if she does not issue another apology. You're getting it now? Even if she does not issue another apology. That is how a second order thinker does. He thinks ahead. He'll be like, okay, if I take this action, I'm expecting this reaction. If this reaction does not come, I will do this before they even take the action at all. She wants to ask for salary increase. You have to think, either two things will happen. It's either they say yes, they're going to increase it, or they say no. If they say yes, what are you going to do? If they say no, are you going to set in are you going to put in your resignation so that you can trigger them to think about it, that you are actually very, very serious and you're going to leave? Okay, if you put in a resignation and they still did not increase your salary, what are you going to do? Are you going to leave for you, or you're going to say, you're going to apologize and say it's a mistake? So before you even ask for the salary increase at all, you most likely, you start looking for work elsewhere, and you get another job elsewhere. You already have done maybe 1 month in that other job sef before you even ask for salary increase there, and you see that if they don't give you a maybe 50% increase, you're going to leave. Just maybe they will just give you. You get it now? But again, I'm giving you this scenario so that you understand what is the difference between first order thinking and second order thinking. In Nigeria, for example, you want to japa. Yes, a first order thinker will be like, I want to japa, I want to japa. I'm going to the United States of America. Good. First order thinking. And then what? When you get there, what next? A second order thinker will go ahead and start researching what are the skills that are limited in the United States, that are rare, that people look for the most. Plumbers are actually are doing well, are very profitable in the United States. This skill is good, that skill is good. This is the test skill that people are looking for in the next 1 year. If I start learning this skill now, I'll be very good at it in the next 6 months, and I can go to the United States and start practicing. A second order thinker thinks about what will happen after that first thing has happened. They'll think about the first reaction, the second reaction, the third reaction. You get what I'm trying to say? You failed an exam. A first order thinker, what will you say? That lecturer is wicked. The course is too difficult. This department is too hard. They are this in this department. First order thinker. The second order thinker will go to the person that passed the exam and ask, how many hours did you read? Aside the material that the lecturer gave to us, did you read any other material? You bought a textbook. I should actually study this way. These are the things you knew before the exam. This second order thinking. It goes way more than the first thing. That's why a lot of people make a lot of mistake. You see some people on the internet, they want to insult people. I've gotten a lot of insult on the internet that I will not respond to. Why? Sometimes I'll be like, if I respond to you, what will you say? You will respond with another insult, and then what? I will insult you again, and then what? I've taken a lot of insults in my life that I didn't respond to. Why? It is useless for me to respond to any insult. especially if it's not coming from somebody that have a direct impact on my life. Direct impact, I mean in the negative way. If you're very small to me, maybe somebody's a junior to me at work and you insulted me, I won't care. I won't even say anything. Why? It does not do anything to me. So responding means me giving you power. That's it. One of the things we learn in Christianity is that you don't blame Satan for everything that is happening in your life. Because the more you blame Satan for everything that happens in your life, you're giving Satan a lot of power. Right? You're telling Satan that you're powerful, you're the one that's giving me headache, you have headache, Satan, you are broke, Satan, you drink, Satan, there's no light in your home, Satan. You're giving Satan power now. So when you respond to insult, sometimes you're actually giving that person power that, oh, your insult is that important in my life and I'm not happy when you insult me, I have to respond. Is it actually true? No, it's not true now. There are few people that actually have impact on your life. There are few people that have power over you. These are the insults these are the criticism you should respond to. I don't respond to criticism that is coming from a stranger, somebody I don't even know, a faceless person on Twitter. I don't respond to it. Because if I respond to it, I ask myself, and then what? What will happen? The person will respond with another insult. And then most likely, you people will block each other. And then what? What happens? Does it make you very happy? Does it increase your street credibility? Does it increase your status or your bank account? It doesn't. Okay? That is why in digital marketing, you will see that when a senior digital marketer wants to make a post, they'll ask two things. What will this content do? Will this content increase our revenue, or will it increase our social proof, or will it increase our followers? They have a goal in mind. Okay, we'll make the post. And then what? After making the post, what will happen? If that thing happen, what will we do? How will we react to it? That's the difference between pros and people that are in entry level. You have low engagement on social media. Let's post more. First order thinker. Second order thinker, let's study our audience. Let's test our formats. Let's optimize the content pillars that we are using. You get? Oh, power is out again. Let's shut up NEPA. Let's go and buy generator. Second order thinker will be like, okay, if I buy generator, will I be able to fuel it consistently? Or this morning I should add to it in the next 2 months and just go for solar? Second order thinker. First order thinker are very impulsive. Once anything happens to them like this, they want to respond. Second order thinker, I always go back and ask, if I respond to this, what is going to happen? And then what? You know what I'm trying to say now? So I'm going to give you a lot of scenarios so you understand the difference between first order thinking and second order thinking. A friend is owing you money. Oh, the friend is wicked. First order thinker. Second order thinker will be like, this guy have never owed me money before. Just maybe something is happening in his life. Let me give him a call. Your friend did not call you for a whole month. Oh, this guy have never done this before. Let me give him a call. That's the second order thinking. A first order thinking will be like, he has not called me for 1 month. His ego is high. He's not proud of himself. He's not full of pride. He's not a big boy. He's not a big girl. You don't want to call the person too. First order thinking. Second order thinking will actually think, he has not done this before. He has no reason to do it. Oh, somebody came to gossip to you and say, look at what this person said about you. He said you're a bad person. A first order thinker will believe it immediately. A second order thinker will do what? We have a rethink. Why would that person say something like that about me? If that person says something like that about me, what will they gain? Is that person competing for a position that I am in? Does that person want my job? Do this person want my girlfriend? Do they want my wife? You have to see, for every action that human being take against you or for you, there's something they want. So you have to process the action and be like, okay, why are they doing this? Why would they want evil to occur to you? Why would they want evil to happen to you? Why? They won't. So I don't want this video to be long. I just want it to be as short as possible. That's why I gave a lot of examples for you to understand what first order thinking is and second order thinking is. And I hope this has been very helpful. Share with a friend. Note, if you don't get anything from this episode, note this is the end. A first order thinker is impulsive. A second order thinker always asks this question at the end of every action they want to take. And then what? If I take this action, and then what? After the consequence happen, consequence one, and then what? How will I react to consequence one, and then what will happen? And then what? And then what? Okay, this will happen, and then what? They always think, they always ask themselves, and then what? What is next? What is going to happen? They always think any action, once I make this action, they know that it's going to set up a chain of different reaction. And they always go to the far end. They always know the destination before they even take it. Before they sign, before they ask for salary increase, they know that some of their reactions can lead to them losing that job. Before they insult their wife on social media, they know that that can lead to a divorce. Before they take any action, and if are they ready for that divorce? If they are not ready for that divorce, they won't do that. You have to know that you have to think about the worst case scenario that could happen if you take the action, and think about the best case scenario when you take the action, and then you think about the most likely scenario. Yes, there are three things that could happen once you take an action. The best case scenario, that's the best thing that can happen. The worst case scenario, maybe your wife, you and your wife is having issues at home. The worst case scenario is that that issue will prolong. Maybe you do not you don't want to apologize to your wife, except she apologized. So both of you are trying to form malice, right? What's the worst case scenario? It will be a divorce, right? Both of you will just part with. That's the best case scenario is she will swallow her ego and apologize to you. And the most likely scenario is that maybe you are the one that's always apologized before you apologize again. Now, a second order thinker, before you decide that I will not apologize to her, will most likely think, I'm actually ready for divorce. I'm not ready. Okay. If she don't apologize in 1 week, I will apologize. That is a second order thinking. A first order thinking will be like, I'm not apologizing. Immediately they'll make that decision. When they have not actually thought that the worst case scenario is that there will be a divorce if I fail to apologize, if I fail to actually swallow my ego and apologize. I hope this helps you understand these things now. So for every action, there's a worst case scenario, there's a best case scenario, and there's a most likely scenario, which is something, the one that's the scenario that is most likely to happen. Okay. And you have to consider all of these three before you even make the action at all, before you make the move at all. Are you ready for the worst case scenario? Before you ask for salary increase, are you ready to lose the job? Before you report your manager to the upper echelon, are you ready to lose that job? Before you come on Twitter to insult somebody, are you ready for what is coming? What if the person is a cultist? What if the person is harmful? What if the person is impulsive and they are ready to take action against you in the outside of Twitter? Are you ready for it? Think about the worst case scenario. Think about the second best case scenario and the most likely scenario. All this help you understand first order thinking, second order thinking. Share with a friend, and if you have anything thing to say, maybe something I said that it's not right. Again, I discuss this as it comes to my head. Put it in the comment. Let me know. Share and subscribe. Cheers.